Let's discuss about our features of planning. Our first feature is planning is a goal oriented process or planning focus on achieving a objective. Every organization has a set of goals which they want to achieve. So planning involves setting objective, determining the most economical and viable course of action so that a predetermined goals should be achieved. For example, if a firm want to manufacture a 2000 TV in a month and they have to produce only 500 TV, then the necessary changes are required so that they can achieve their own goals. So it is called planning is a purposeful because every firm have to change our plans so that they can achieve our organization goals. Let's discuss another example. A firm decide to sell a 2400 refrigerator in 6 months. If a firm cannot achieve a target, they can't sell 400 refrigerators in a month. So the firm change our policies. They introduce discount plans, price reduce so that the final objectives would be achieved. Second is planning is a primary function of management. All the other functions are based on planning. If planning is not properly done, then the other functions can't work properly. So it is called a primacy of a planning because all the functions done properly we need a proper plans. Otherwise all other functions are a part of only a activity. They can't achieve our goals. They can't accomplish our goals. Only the chaos is there. Third, planning is a pervasive. Planning is required at all every level as well as all department of the organization. It is not restricted only in a top management. It is required at every level of the organization. While you are working at the top, middle, even then operational. In a top level, you have to manage a whole organization. In a middle level, you manage a departmental. In a lower level, you have to manage our day-to-day activities which is done by your supervisor. Even then, planning is required at every type of organization, whether it is big, whether it is small, whether it is a religious, even then your home, planning is required. Your mother is a manager at your home. They plan a whole day activity, what actually they performed. For example, you are a student, you have to plan the things accordingly how you can conduct done a monthly test, periodic test, final exams so that you can grab your maximum marks. So planning is required at every level. Planning is a continuous process. Why planning is a continuous process? Planning are basically done for a specified time period. It may be a 3 months, it may be a 6 months, 1 year or a 2 year. When the event is end, then we plan for new session, new demands, new ideas, new conditions. Even then, sometime we revised our old plans so that the current situation would be achieved. For example, in a education industry, Every year, your teacher, your management has to make a new plans. At the end of the Feb, they decide for next session what the activities we perform will perform in the month of April, May, and so on. How we can conduct the test, how we can improve the percentage so that we can grab our goals. In a present, for example, any problem arises here, you can adjust the existing policy according to the situation so that you can achieve your goals. Let's discuss a present example. Due to this problem which is faced by our economy, we have to revise our activities. We have to change our activities according to our requirements. We can introduce online classes, we can do online activities, home activities, so that the situation would be covered and the goals would be achieved. Our next function is planning is a futuristic. Planning means looking ahead and preparing for future. The aim of the planning is to meet a future events effectively so that the management get a maximum advantage. In the simple words, planning is regarded as a forward looking function based on forecasting. Here forecasting means predicting a future events and provision for it. For example, if we done about our sale forecasting, we make up annual plans how we can produce a goods, how we can sell our product so that we can get a maximum profit through the market. Next, planning involves decision making. Planning involves a choice from among a various alternatives. There is only a one way to do something, then there is no need to planning. If you have only one alternative, then there is no choice, then you can opt it. But if you have a number of alternatives are there, then you can choose a one best alternative. How you can choose a one best alternative? You can check each and everything, evaluate pros and cons, and then you have to select a one best alternative. So it is called a decision making. For example, a lot of books and lot of materials are available in the market regarding your subject. So your teachers, your thinkers always thinks we provide a best material to our students so they can grab a maximum mark. We read all the books and choose a one book which is best for our students. That is called our decision making part. Now let's discuss about our one company. XYZ company import a raw material. If they have only a one option, they can import a raw material only a state trading corporation, then the firm has no choice. They can get the raw material through the STC. But if import is free and there are the number of importers are there, then they can choose that import company which give a less price of our goods. Next, planning is a mental exercise. Why planning is a mental exercise? Because it requires application of mind involving foresighting, intelligent imagination and sound judgment. So intellectual activity of thinking rather than doing a work, planning determines the action to be taken. It requires a logical thinking, systematic thinking rather than guesswork or a wishful thinking. Now let's discuss one example. In a first day, I will told you You have to purchase this thing, this book, this particular author book. After the 1 month, I told you, no, this book is not up to the mark because it can't cover our syllabus. You can buy another book. In a third month, we repeat this sentence because it not cover us case studies. You buy this book. In this way, your cost would be high and benefits would be less. So, planning requires logically thinking. Don't get the things guesswork. It is good for me. It is wish for me. No. While doing a planning, you can done the activity logically. You can check each and every points which is benefited for us and which is not benefited for us.